You got it? Alright.
Alright, I want to charge it, I'll show you. It's so scary too. It's scary too. You got the square thing for it already? Yeah, that's what I
Come on, y'all, you gotta get the fuck out my way, dog.
Fuck is the video at? Here we go. Hello? No, I was calling you, bro. You know what? You know what? You know I opened that fucking box. Hold on for a second. You know I opened that box and it was all potatoes. Fucking. I call but it's my brother though. I call my brother. You know he go, man. Black did that shit by mistake, bro. He didn't put it in. I gotta send it back out to you. He like he just wasted the delivery. I'm like, yeah, man, that shit ain't got nothing in there. He's like, yeah. Black stupid ass did that. So my brother's cousin did it by mistake. So I was like, I ain't want to get back to you. I'm like, y'all open that. I finally got back to my mom. I opened that shit. I'm like,
Come on, dog.
Yeah, I'm glad he recognized it because imagine him was like, oh nah, I sent you 12 of them.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, bro. Oh my gosh. Well, of course we disconnect.
Oh, who won it?
I was tired. Shogun, you not in here? He was in the chat. You ain't in here? Oh, he offline. Hey, dog, he cut the game off, bro. It was tied. I'm 4th and 3. I'm going for it on 4th down. It's under 4 minutes. He disconnected the game. He offline. I guess, but he in the chat. Ain't you in the? What you cut your game off? His light not green on this game though.
Oh no, that shit probably fucked up. Blue screen, so I don't know. He's still in the
Well,
chat.
hide blue screen in the middle of a play, like I don't know.
Yeah, that shit crazy.
It was tied. I'm going for it 4th and 3, but he offline. The blue screen, you still say something. It's like you close the app or something. What happened? Oh wow, hey dog, that's wild as shit, dog. Come on, man. Hey, bro. Hey, man. Hey, man. I need my message too, man. I need my message. It's 4th and 3. 3 minutes left, but it's under 4 minutes, and I was going for it. As soon as I picked the joint, it disconnect. Nigga, Jai, like what? I wasn't running. The only reason it was a close game because I wasn't really running the ball.
Did the game drop or something?
Yeah, the game. He offline. His light ain't green or nothing. He got off. It was 4th and 3. 3 minutes left. I was going for it. Then that Jones sent the message, but I looked in his light green, and then he just went out the chat. I don't know what the fuck happened.
What was the score?
It was a tie ball game. I was on 4th and 3. Greg, go for it, like in the middle of the field, like 3 minutes left in the game. Like, but I don't understand why the fuck he off. Nah, he ain't said nothing. He offline.
Yeah, he off. Oh, man.
His light ain't green, and he was in the chat. He just left the chat.
Hold on, let me see.
That's why I'm like, dang. I need my motherfucking message. My little nigga had a message.
Well, he's still gonna have that same message. Take a picture.
Oh
of it.
shit! Hit the like button. You dropped a joint on the real talk while we in a game. Hold up, man. I ain't dropped a gifted joint, man. Oh, and it's only 8 people in there.
High level Litties, real talk.
I'm doing another one. You on the wrong one.
That's all. I'm just looking for my gifting. I'm just following instructions. It's only 7 people.
That shit kicked him. I told you. I just texted him.
Oh wow. He just came back in.
I know. I just texted him.
Got him, coach. Got him, coach.
Good job. Oh,
Yes,
man.
yes,
Got him, coach.
Yes.
Got him, coach.
Yo, Boom.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
got him, coach. Yes. Yo, boom.
So first of all, AntHits the franchise guru. We are back, real talking it up right now, man. I got the real Tupac is back. Boom. Hey, Boom, man. The little young gunners lit the chat up for a little while, but seems like a lot of stuff been dying down, man. What's going on with some of these coaches and the energy they got?
Oh man, I don't know, man. Hey, they talking big shit, man. But you know, he's a Super Bowl champion, man, and I guess his clique, you know, what I mean, they ride his Super Bowl wave since they can't get one themselves. So I don't know. I guess that's the energy. That's what we do now.
That's what we do now. What about some of these grown ass men that joined their little Demon Time squad?
Man, listen, we had a conversation, man, and I told them, man, you can't be bringing ass niggas over to your crew, man, just because they want to ride your coattail, you know. Like especially Albert, and you know what I mean. I guess his uncle had to come over, you know what I mean, since they family, so I guess he's excused. But yeah, Albert, man, he should get ashamed of himself, man.
Albert told me all young crews need an OG.
Nah, man. Albert ain't no OG, man. Shit, he been losing, man, since fucking two Maddens ago.
Well, it's funny because you're talking about him been losing, but I got him as one of the hottest coaches in the league right now.
Man, you must be smoking.
What am I smoking? He's
Shit.
winning some big games. He got the AFC North, as we talked about last night on Headset. He got the AFC North looking like one of the top divisions in football right now, with three studs over there. And he's 5-2, and he's won some big games.
Listen,
so what am I
man,
missing?
Albert is like the Cowboys, man. If it can happen, it will happen, as you seen yesterday.
So what about our other compadre? The Patriots is the only undefeated team in the league right now, man. What's your coming off 2 big wins? They beat both the Super Bowl teams that played in the Super Bowl last year. The Green Bay Packers. They beat the Super Bowl champs, and they beat the Super Bowl team that played the Green Bay Packers. They're almost like back-to-back weeks, and they 7-0. So they got 2 big convention wins on their schedule this year. Going along with that 7-0, are the Patriots for real right now, man? Is it time to start giving Nano some props about being a good player in this league?
Nah, I don't think it's time to give him props yet, man. Give him props on being probably the best running coach in the league. But if you're talking about overall player, we can't give that to him yet. He has to put some drives together. But as far as him being 7-0. That's pretty incredible to be the only team left 7-0, but you don't want to lose. You don't want to be 7-0 then losing the playoffs, man. So if he's gonna lose, he want to lose early. You know what I mean, the regular season.
No doubt. All right, so the Super Bowl champs just came off a game against the Cardinals. Both teams. Well, Cardinals was the other only undefeated team in the league, and they got the Cardinals. So that's 2 games in a row, back-to-back games the Packers and Cardinals played where the Packers won. Can we say the Packers got the Cardinals number right now?
I don't know, man. I think that game was pretty close, man. Early. I think it was at 14-16 or something like that.
Yeah, 16-14 with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, so it was pretty close, man. And I don't know what happened, man. The Packers flipped the switch or what, or the fault went away from his game plan. But
he came back out through a pick. But what happened was the stretch finally started to work. When you pound at something all game long and it's getting shut, and you stay at it, you stay at it, you stay at it, eventually you're gonna hit one of them, and that's what happened. He hit one, missed tackles for a touchdown, then caught a pick right behind that, and then scored again right behind that.
Yeah.
So it was like back-to-back scores real fast. But it was
But
a
it was
tough game.
tough.
Yeah.
Because, the rushing yards are even, man. Cardinals 136, Packers 134. The passing game that, I thought Falk would definitely prevail in. Falk had 113. What is this? Yeah, Falk had 113, and the Packers had 215. So, I don't know. That seemed like that was the game almost.
Yeah, to me, the Packers was very uncomfortable in play calling. He couldn't do the normal stuff that he do, that get him up and down the field all game long. That stuff was taken away from him, and what he did was he ran a lot of screens to counter it. So he just ran H-back screens, and he had a lot of little slants and over the middle catch and fall catches, that big first downs. He went for at least 5 fourth downs in that game. I think he converted on every last one of them. So I think that was big too. They were get off the field moments for the Cardinals, and they took that extra down, and then that extra down they converted. So kudos to the Packers. I mean, check that out. Tell me what the fourth down conversion was.
Let's see. Fourth down. Packers had 4. Yeah, he converted on 4.
4 for 4, right?
Shit, yeah, that wasn't even it, man. Shit, he converted on 7. Third down.
Yeah. So on the money downs, he was money. The Packers was money on the money downs. But yeah, this probably was one of the. This was a tough game. I watched this entire game. It was a tough game, man. Looked like the Cardinals had the game dominated in a way, but again, when you got a guy that runs his plays, sticks to a scheme, eventually something gonna happen. It's almost like in real life with the Patrick Mahomes offense with the Chiefs. Eventually, you keep letting them get possession, and something gonna happen. So that's how that was, though. But going back to some of these other teams that's winning right now, is there anybody in this league that caught your attention that's playing at a high level that you would think right now?
Man, honestly, man, it's the same old song, man. I thought Tone was gonna give Nano, a run for his money, but seemed to be an ass nigga. He got blown out. So I don't know, but Albert did get a big win on the Bengals. As much as shit as I talk about Albert, man, that was a good win, man. But I don't know if that win contributed to him being in the clique, you know what I mean, and them teaching him some or what. But I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm looking at like I said, my title was high level Litties, man. Looking at some of these coaches that's winning right now, man. So I think the Bills is back in a running now. Remember, the Bills fell off last year, had a bad season last year. They sitting at 5-2 right now. They just lost the game, but they sitting at 5-2 right now. You think the Bills is turning it back around?
That's tough, man. So we all, I don't know. You think the Bills better than the Steelers?
Man, that's a tough question, bro. That's a tough question. I think both of them guys could probably beat each other at any moment.
Yeah, man. The way I see it, man, like, not saying that both conferences are top heavy, but I see that it might be the top 3. Well, it might fluctuate between Nano's division. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. I just don't like the Bills' offense, man. I don't like it. It's too elementary for me, man. Oh,
yeah,
shit. Okay.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, go ahead. I'm listening, Nano. Okay, so for him to be 5-2, who did he lose to?
Shit, I'm looking at that. Lions was a force win. No, 50-50.
Oh yeah, that schedule tough as shit. Is the Bills making the playoffs this year? With that schedule.
Hold on, I just exited out of it because I was like, damn. So the back end of his schedule was definitely tough. So for him to have 3 losses already, or he has 3 losses, right?
2 losses.
2 losses.
Yeah.
I can see him losing to Tone next. I don't know the Jags user. I think I just beat him if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I can see him losing to Nano twice. I can see him losing to you, and then the Packers. So 1. So that's 5 losses right there. So what, 9-7?
Yep, pretty much 9-7.
9-7. 9-7, making the playoffs in that division where it's tight over there.
It's possible, but it's more likely not to happen. Yeah, I think Mel gonna get him. I think Mel gonna get him.
So now that's what, 9-8. What does he know?
That's 8-8.
8-8, yeah.
All right, so as a team that's was very quiet, we haven't really been hearing much from him out of chat or nothing like that. But how do you feel about these Chiefs?
I don't know, man. I don't know if he coming or going, man. You know, one week, you know what I mean, he up in the chat, he on the real talking. The next week, you know, he quiet as shit, you know what I mean? I don't know if he gonna quit or if he gonna fucking, you know, I don't know. I'm just trying to see where his energy at, man. I think he's trying to hit us with the Odie Wapty, man, and, you know, sneak in and win him a Super Bowl, man. Playing those fucking, you know, Jedi mind tricks.
Yeah, I think this team is like I think it's well put together. I think they're playing defense at the top 3 level in this league, and offensively at a top 3 level. So and they putting a hell of a roster. They doing a hell of a quiet GM job over here. So the Chiefs, to me, they scary. They very scary. They already came in the league as a powerful team to play with. There was no questions on their offense whatsoever. Defensively, though, there was questions over there, but he turned that around within the first season. So that defense is trifling over there. It's one of the top tier teams in the league, man. But it seemed like the Chargers, you know, you play somebody so much. The Chargers seem like he got, you know, he's probably his kryptonite right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know, man. Like he won most of his games convincingly, man. He played against, well, that's a forced win. Yeah, he won all of his games convincingly, man. Then he go lose to the Chargers, and you know me, like, you know, Corey, that's my guy, man. But I don't think he that good. But you know, it's all about matchups, man. And I guess Crack don't match up well. And then he comes off of that bye week, and then now you got Falk next.
And then right behind that, you got the Ravens.
Then you know, Tone, he ain't no pushover. You know what I mean? So that's 3 tough games back to back. And then, you know, with these injuries, man, you never know what might happen, who might go down, man, and that could be Pat Mahomes could be out for the season, or like that's anybody. But I'm just saying, you know, I don't know, man. That's tough, man. But he built his team, and he's definitely one of the top players in the league, man, and the AFC, top 3 player in the AFC.
All right, I like that. So let's talk about these Eagles that's sitting at 7-1, man, 7-game winning streak. So y'all lost week 1 to the Packers, and you got blown out. Let's just state the facts. You got blown out against the Packers. Haven't lost a game since. But just not only haven't lost a game since. Let's talk about what you found out with your team. Now y'all 1 year removed from a Super Bowl. All right, y'all 1 year removed from it. Y'all going on. Y'all won it year 1. Didn't get to it year 2, and y'all back at it again. Roster turnover ain't really that different. But can we talk about what MC Hammer Daddy is doing over here, like right now? Have we ever seen anything like this? Before I go to the stats itself, I gotta go to your schedule. What's up, Bryzer? No, I'm doing a real talk. All right, so let's talk about this. So after that week 1, 77-21 game, you come back week 2 and play the Texans, right? I don't need to see nothing but receiver stats. Let's talk about what your receiver has been doing over the last 6 games. All right, so MC Hammer Daddy, man, before I go into it, tell me why he's special.
Man, listen, man. That dude's special, man. Hey, when I tell you, he's just on a different world, man. He's like one of those one in a century players, man, like LeBron James. Man, his ability to track the ball down in the air, man, and come down with it, man, and take advantage of his size matchup. I haven't seen anybody do this since, like I said, last year. T Black and Calvin Johnson. You know, Calvin Johnson Jr.
So 12 catches, 309 yards, 7 touchdowns against the Texans, man. Was that his coming out party? Because we talked about that draft class. It was about 4 or 5 receivers that came out of that draft class that we said after they play their full half of their sophomore season, we want to come back and look at who's the best receiver out of that draft class. Did he not only pull away, he's proven that he's the best receiver in the league? You feel that way?
He did, man. Yeah, he definitely did. And it was the Texans game because I was still, trying to run the ball and do other things. And I threw it up to him one time. He came up and made a crazy-ass catch. And then I was like, oh, shit. Let me see if he can do that shit again. Threw it up again. I mean, catching the ball at the highest point, man. And shit. After that, man, 7 touchdowns came, 12 receptions.
Right. So you come out of that Texans game and then you get to the Washington football team. And then we sit here, and then we look at it as well. And then he comes out of that game. He has 14 catches for 333 yards, 6 touchdowns in the next game. He come out of that game. We keep it moving. We come out of that game. We go look at the Giants, 40-3, and we look at this game, and we see 9 catches, 217, 3 touchdowns. Now that's most players. That's a great day, right? But coming off those 2 games you had, that looks very average, but he still had a high level. Now you play a Saints, a playoff team, actually won a divisional round game. Won a wild card game last year in the playoffs, and he come off that game, 7 catches, 145, 2 touchdowns. All right, now it's going to be a comment behind this. I just want to get to the games that he has since then. Then you come off those 2 games where he came back to earth. He came back to earth against the Giants and the Saints. Is it safe to say that?
You can say that. We'll talk about what I think happened.
All right. So then you get to the Jaguars game, and most people thought the Jaguars would be a game that could steal a game from you. When he goes off with 16, might have his best performance. 16 catches, 432 yards, and 8 touchdowns against the Jaguars. 16 targets. I don't even know if that's how many targets it was, but he caught the ball 16 times for 432 yards, 8 touchdowns. So he's right back on planet Pluto right now. After that game, then you get the Cowboys in the building, and he goes bonkers there, and he doesn't even get to play a whole half. He only played a half of football. 6 catches, 289, 5 touchdowns. And then after that game, you had the Lions where he came back down to earth a little bit, but he still had 4 touchdowns in that game. Again, did he come back to earth in those 2 games, Giants and the Saints?
I ain't gonna say he came back to earth, man. They played him a lot better than everybody else played him. I could definitely say for the Saints, man, he was not gonna let MC Hammer Daddy beat him. That's why Rieger got involved. You see, he had 2 catches, 101 yards, 1 touchdown. So I think though they got hip to the game and they realized that, hey, that's his go-to guy. So, but I think that also hurt him because I was able to go over the top and hit him back on the other side with Rieger. With the Saints.
So my question would be this: against the Packers, he didn't have that type of game. He comes out, he goes bonkers against the Texans, the football team. Giants and Giants has held you a little down, but he still scored a couple touchdowns. But the Saints, he came back down to earth. That's a playoff football team. Then you get the Jags, the Cowboys, and the Lions. Is he stat padding on teams that's not playoff teams? That's not used, winning. Can he play at that high level and play from planet Mars against playoff teams?
Yeah, I think he can, man. It just depends on the day, man, and if they actually key on him. So with him, man, everybody know that's my number 1 target, right? So if you know that's my number 1 target, man, like they are giving him extra attention. But it's even sometimes when they give him the extra attention, he's able to slip behind coverages and get open. He a big ass target, man. You can't miss him, so you got to know that I'm throwing to him every time. But he can do that. But he's definitely gonna be a decoy, man. In the future, man. But I'm just trying to get his name out there. And like you said against the Cowboys, man, I gotta get his stats early. You know what I mean? Because shit, it ain't no telling if I'm gonna play the second half, which is some bullshit. Goddamn Shaq, old fuck boy.
All right, so then you got the Bears, a non-playoff team you gotta deal with. You got the Colts, who has won their division 2 years in a row. I'm sorry. And you got the Titans, who's a non-playoff team. Then you got the Vikings, who's a non-playoff team. And you got the Giants, that's a maybe a 500 team. And you got the football team who have made the playoffs, but again, you had those type of numbers against him the first game y'all played. Cowboys. Then you got the Cardinals. So with that schedule and the pace he's at right now, are we looking at a guy that's going to have 60 plus touchdowns as a receiver this year?
Man, that's the plan, man. I'm definitely trying to, like I said, I'm trying to make him the first receiver to win MVP. I'm telling you that shit right now. So, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Shit, public service announcement. If you ain't know, now you fucking know. I'm trying to be the first receiver to win MVP. So, there you go. Stop him.
So we look at these numbers right now. So Jalen Hurts, 2,830 yards in 8 games, 40 touchdowns, 22 picks, 58%. His completion is a little under 60, is a little down right now. But Christie, man, MC Hammer Daddy, man, I need to when I read these stats off, we need the music, man. We need that shit on cue. MC Hammer Daddy with 78 catches right now, 1,947 yards in 8 games. He's averaging 243.4 yards a game. This guy got 35 touchdowns in 8 games at receiver. Yeah, he's on pace. He's definitely on pace for MVP type season right now, though. But let me ask you this: with that type of dick riding you doing, do you think that's going to win you a game in the playoffs?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna do that in the playoffs. Listen,
man, is your other players on that team? Is your other players on that team? Because you're benefiting from a terrible schedule this year, but is the other players on your team going to be ready for a playoff game when he can't catch 16 catches for 500 yards and 8 touchdowns?
Oh yeah, they'll be ready, man. Listen, man, it's all about being able to adapt, man, and that's what most people can't do. They can't adapt. In the game against Mark kind of played him tough, man. That's why it was a low scoring game, so I had to adapt and do some other things.
No doubt.
So, hey, with these teams, man, everybody got great defenses over here, man. Yeah, every team has holes, but for the most part, man, everybody's defense is pretty good, and most people just let the computer play the defense anyways. So, but yeah, we definitely could win with this style of play.
All right. So with that being said, we had it because you can't ignore something like that that's happening right now. That's stats that we've never seen before. Rookie Jaleel Boone for the Saints, 58 catches. You played against this guy, 58 catches, 991, 10 touchdowns right now. Is he for real as a rookie?
Oh yeah, man. He definitely for real, man. He definitely for real, man. He coming out with fucking everything.
John Ross has emerged to be the number 1 receiver over there for the Steelers right now. He's making a name for himself. 900, almost 1,000-yard receiver with 5 touchdowns right now. But what about Baby Reek? You played against Baby Reek week 1, man. Is this guy the guy?
Oh yeah, man. He definitely his guy, man. And to only be a star, man, to do what he's doing, like, it's crazy.
All right, so we want to talk about stats. 12 touchdowns. So you 35 touchdowns. The next person to you got 15 with a tight end, and then Baby Reek with 12. Rookie Thomas Wiggins for the Cardinals with 12. Hollywood Brown got 11. DK Metcalf 11. Jaleel Boone with 10. You got Quez Watkins and Will Fuller both got 9 touchdowns apiece right now. Let's go to the rushing game right now and let's talk about carries and who's carrying the ball the most right now. It's the same story. Nyheim Hines, 153 carries. Saquon Barkley right behind him with 148. 2 teams that run the ball all game long. But Nyheim Hines has 1,336 yards, 15 rushing touchdowns right now. What type of player is this guy, man? He a superstar, Boone?
Nyheim Hines?
Yeah, Nyheim Hines.
I get, in the hands of Nano, he's a superstar.
So what makes this Patriot team so dangerous in the run game? Like, what makes their run game so special?
Shit, his ability to stick with it. Shit, 32 won't pass ass nigga.
32 won't pass ass nigga. That's sad ass nigga. You trash ass nigga. That's why you don't even pass ass nigga.
Quoting AntHits. Yeah, like he's sticking with that shit no matter if it's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 15. He running that shit, man, and he hoping that shit pop for him. And I think that's what it is, man. And the more you run that shit, man, you see his carries. He number one, man. He's bound to break.
Yeah, see that, and that's the thing, man. Like I said, watching the Cardinals and the Packers game, stretch wasn't there for that guy all game long. He probably ran stretch about 20 times in that game, but late fourth quarter, all of a sudden, it's being shut all game long. Now all of a sudden, the home run hit come, boom. And the next thing you know, right after that home run hit, you get a turnover, and then a home run hits again, right again. Like so you're right, man. Consistently running a player like that, and you just consistent. But I think it comes down Nyheim Hines with the speed he has, but it's the offensive line. I think that along with Nano, the way he controls his running back, we got to give him credit for having good stick game and no homo in this disc. I give him credit for it, man, because a lot of guys can run them same plays he running and get 8-9 yards, but his is going 30, 40, 60, 70. You know what I mean? Like, so and outside of him, I see the Packers who do the same thing with the run game right now. I played him in a playoff game, and with 12 seconds left, I probably was more scared of him with 12 seconds left than I would be of a person like a Falk that could throw the ball, or Corey that throw the ball, somebody like that, or even the Chiefs with Tyreek Hill. And the whole reason I was scared was this guy got 12 seconds, and a power or a stretch can go to the crib within that 12 seconds. One carry can go to the crib easy, like. So like I think that alone makes him super dangerous right now, man. And you got to give credit where credit's due. He's the hottest team in the league right now. You can't take it away from him. 7-0. Is Nano for real though in your eyes, Boom?
I think you want to be for real, man. But I think you got some things that you need to work on, man. Like I said, moving the ball down the field, not just the home runs, man, but keeping drives alive. I think if he gets that part of the game down, I think he'll be deadly.
No doubt. We talked about Marlon Mack going to the Steelers after last year's offseason. You picked him up in free agency right now. Marlon Mack is kind of controlling the Steelers offense with 10 rushing touchdowns right now. And then you got DJ Khaled, Nano the GOAT. You got DJ Khaled with 10 and Marshall Faulk Jr. with 9. Then it's Jonathan Taylor, and then it's names that we usually see. Barkley, Cook, Chubbs, Lamar Jackson is up here with 7 rushing touchdowns. Cam Akers, Breeder. You played DeAndre Swift for the Lions, man. Has he arrived?
Yeah, man. He's tough. He's tough, man. To take down, man. He's pretty shifty, also. I can't say he arrived this year, man, because after that, man, we kind of slowed him down. It was our first time playing him. But I guess with his size, maybe reminds me of Darren Sproles, man, and being so shifty. But man, give him another year, man. I think he'll be one of the top backs in the league.
All right, so here we go now. We got Rashard Lawrence sitting at 12.5 sacks right now in that defensive end. You got Julius Peppers Jr. sitting at 11.5. Now he had them sacks last year. I think he was like third in the league with sacks. But the young outside linebacker, man, is a stud for these Jets football team right now. But again, 11.5 sacks. Ross Blaylock for the Texans was 7. Darius Smith for the Packers was 7. Clowney was 6.5. Now the trade rumors, you heard about the trade rumors that Clowney's supposed to be moving on to the Jets. What do you think that does to the Jets defense?
Man, I think if you don't go numbers, man, and just bringing him with that linebacker that he has, I think a top 5 defense in the league, man. You get Clowney. Yeah,
because he hit in the first draft on 2 linebackers. Then he got another one in the next draft. That linebacker core, and then he got big. It's almost like the Baltimore's defense in real life. Big D linemen to plug up those linemen from getting to those linebackers. And when you fly with one of the fastest linebackers in the league like that can cover the slide on the sideline like that, Jadeveon Clowney coming in the mix, and you getting yourself a bona fide pass rusher right now. Because Jadeveon Clowney played good against the run and the pass, so I like him as a complete hand in the dirt player. So for the Jets to pick that up, that changes some things over there, man. I think they made a commitment on getting stronger and big up front on the defense to stop the running. And those linebackers are flying right now, man. How do you feel about the Jets, man? We saw them in the bottom of the pack for 2 seasons, man. Are they changing things over there?
Oh yeah, man. He's definitely on that notion to trust the process, man. And he had a tough 2 seasons, and it looked like he's turning it around, man. And that defense is gonna be pretty much the reason.
Yeah. So he made a trade. Let's go look at the Jets roster real fast. Because they first
That trade
started
set in
off,
stone?
huh?
That trade set in stone? You know,
Yeah,
people
that
like to
trade. Nah,
renege.
nah, that trade was approved already. It's in the chat. He already had 3 votes on it.
Okay.
All right. So first of all, I want to talk about the age of this Jets football team. They might be the youngest football team in the league. Now, usually when you see older guys, you got a fullback that's 33, a kicker that's 32. You got a left tackle that doesn't even see the field at 31. He's just a mentor right now. 29-year-old safety, a center that's 29, and then a receiver, a quarterback, and then we start getting a little young here. But for the most part, they average about age 24 across the board for their starting 22, right? I think Sam Darnold. I mean, you got to be impressed with what Sam Darnold was doing. I think he has the weapons around him right now. They drafted a great running back. They got Curtis Martin and LaDainian Thomas Jr. over here. They picked up Latavius this year, so they got a home run hitter with 97 speed. And then Curtis Martin, I think he do all back, right? At wide receiver, Quez Watkins came from you. Sean Hightower came from the Eagles. Both these guys been playing at a high football level since they've been in the league, since they've been on the Jets. They got Keyshawn Johnson Jr. over there, 6'4", 220. They stole Dante Pettis probably out of free agency, and then Rashard Perriman has still got that 94 speed over there. 2 tight ends. They drafted 2 tight ends 2 drafts ago that I love, Kellen Winslow and then J.T. Page. But this line, man, when you got a 6'8" left tackle 1 year in, right? And you got a left guard, Cameron Clark, 24 years old. Then you got a 6'9", Rich Weber, rookie, 6'9", 345 pounds with 96 strength. Like the line, like we looking at a well put together team. Now here's what I like about it. The Jets, again, we talked about them being one of the worst teams to play with in the league. They had no X factors on that team, but they had draft picks. So for 2 drafts in a row, we watched the Jets load up on draft picks, make GM moves in a trade game to be able to keep himself relevant, to be able to go get the pieces that he want as a coach and a GM, right? And then you see this year after the draft, the mold changed. This guy decided, I don't care about draft picks right now. Now we need to get some veterans and some good players over here to go along with these young boys. And to me personally, that's how you're supposed to move, right? But like I said, Clowney on his way over here, but he traded for Shaquille Griffin, the cornerback for the Seahawks, bro. What does that bring to the table with Dory Jackson, who's a 93 overall? And Avante Maggs, who's a 91 overall.
Oh yeah, no, he might have one of the top secondaries in the league, man, with that speed.
Now,
Kendall Fuller. Yeah.
So then my next question to you is this: is the other 3 teams in the AFC East keeping up to what's happening over here? Because you see the youth and you see where the corner is going to turn at. Are they keeping up to this? Do you think the Bills are doing a good job in GMing and putting their roster together?
No, I don't think they're keeping up with it, man. The Patriots are definitely not keeping up with it because his run game is so deadly. He feels like he don't have to, right?
Right.
So I don't think they're keeping up with him. I think they're just kind of maintaining their teams and they're not even paying attention in the middle.
Right. Now we've heard they had a potential for each year so far. Someone different has won a division, and with Nano being 7-0 this year, we're looking at a third person to change the division. Are we going to see this all the time with this AFC East, where any one of them can win a division at any time?
Yeah. I think if Mill go ahead and build it, get his team built, man, I think he's gonna be the front runner to win consistently.
Right. Why do you think the Bills and the Bills and the Patriots don't understand putting a team together outside of putting a player or 2 together?
What's that?
I said, why do you think the Patriots? You said they're not building their teams right now, right? They don't care. They're more about what they're doing versus what it look like, right?
Yeah, man. Because so I just feel like pretty much with his team, he doesn't throw the ball, so he doesn't feel the need to build his receivers, right? And Hines is already built, so he's not building any other running backs. You know what I mean? So he's only the team that runs up against him and stops the run, he's gonna be in trouble.
Right. So my thing is this, like you said, Hines is already built. Hines still getting 28 carries a game right now. You just drafted one of the, if not the number one running back in the draft class, that you could be building as well. But like you said, what happens when Hines ain't rushing for 300 yards, 6 touchdowns? What does that do to the Patriots?
Yeah, you don't have a receiver over 89 overall right now.
So look, the Ravens held Hines to 3.5 yards a carry and still won the game. So what about that Patriots defense right now?
Shit, I think he do got that right in Chase Winovich. That motherfucker is relentless for real.
Right. I like this division. I think we need to talk about this division a lot more. Like, we really need to talk about this division because I think this is the best division. Do you agree with me there? Best division of football in our league? Don't look at the coaches and who you think you could beat up on or do this. Now, just look at the division as a whole. Them.
If you talking about competition wise, yeah, this is the best division.
Now,
competition wise, yeah.
You scream from day one the NFC is better than the AFC. Do you still feel that way?
Yeah. If you're talking about collectively, yeah. I think that the NFC is. If you're talking about like more talent spread out, as in different tiers, maybe the AFC. But if you're talking about like more talent overall, I think the NFC is better.
Top 5 teams in the NFC for you.
Oh man, so you already got no order. Packers, Chiefs.
Chiefs is in the AFC, doggy.
Not Chiefs, my bad. They asked me though. Yeah, Cardinals. I forgot.
Packers, Cardinals, Eagles. That's 3.
I gotta go with Saints.
4.
Then I go with the Bucks.
5. AFC top 5 teams.
Oh man, see that's tough. That's tough as fuck. I gotta go.
No
with
order,
Dano,
just top 5.
Well, yeah, I gotta go with Daniel because he in the league. Chiefs, Ravens. I only have 5, bro. I can't say Bills. I can't say Steelers.
So to me, it is this. Ready? If you look at the NFC, I'll watch this. I'm gonna show you something. I'm going over to the standings real fast. What happened?
So good.
Yeah, right. You see me choking up while I'm motherfucker trying to talk. That shit rocking. You always doing something. Always making something good. All right, so look, NFC. Let's look at ready.
Mm-hmm.
So the Cardinals sitting at 7-1, Packers at 7-1, Eagles at 7-1, Bucks 4-2. Then you got the Seahawks, Saints, football team, Cowboys, Falcons. Right? Now you literally just said you only could pick 3 teams for the AFC, but you gave me 5 for the NFC. Can the Bucks beat if the Bucks lined up in the AFC? Is the Bucks a playoff team in the AFC?
Yeah, I think he'll lose the playoffs, but yeah, he'll definitely playoff team.
You think he'll make the playoffs in the AFC?
Yeah.
Okay. Seahawks. You think if the Seahawks was in the AFC, he makes the playoffs?
Yeah, I think the reason why he's in the NFC is the reason why he'll probably never make it to a bowl.
You can see him as an AFC player going to a Super Bowl in the AFC?
Yeah. The way he played defense, I like the way he played. I didn't at first, but yeah, after I played him, yeah.
So let's look at the AFC. So you got the Patriots at 7-0, Chiefs 6-1, Ravens 6-1. Then you got the Bills, Steelers, Bengals, and right now it's the Broncos. Now the Colts have won their division 2 years in a row, sitting at 4-2 right now. And you still can't pull 5 teams out of this?
Not the top. And that might be, that might contribute to, how good, the AFC is. But what I'm saying is, I think that you guys probably have more tiers than us, right? Uh-huh. So you might have, the top echelon players, which is, you, Crack, and let's say Nano, right?
I'm taking that.
And then you got the other tier. So y'all got different levels, man.
So you just tell him to take a nap.
6.
He said, "What's 6 say?" He said, 6 who's to take a nap. What do you say? I want y'all to remember this broadcast. Why 6? Why you want us to remember it?
Oh, because you ain't the top player. Oh, you 5-2? Yeah, we can't get no respect.
But look,
Okay.
I was great. Get to that. I think the AFC got 3 of the top 5 runners in the league, and they're on their side of the field. So look, can the Patriots go in the NFC and go to a playoff?
No.
You said no.
No. Go to the playoffs. Okay.
If the Patriots team was in the NFC, is he a playoff team?
Yeah, the top 3 that I listed can go to the NFC and be a playoff team.
So I'm gonna make it easier for you. Let's start with the NFC North. Packers, great team, good team, or ass?
Great team.
Vikings, great team, good team, or ass?
Let's go to the NFC South.
Nuh-uh, let's stay right here. Vikings, good, great, or ass? Bears, good, great, or ass? I need a one-word answer. Great, good, ass. All right, so are you calling the Vikings ass?
He ass.
All right, are you calling the Bears ass?
Is he still playing?
Are you calling the Bears ass?
Yep.
All right, is the Lions ass? Is Mark ass? So you saying Tati, Mike, and Mark are all ass?
Basically.
Okay.
Is the Vikings even playing?
Let's go to the NFC South. You said is the Bucks a good, great, or good football team?
He good.
Saints, good or great?
Good.
He in the middle of good and great.
All right, so we just lost Onk as the Falcons, but Falcons good, great, or ass?
Ass.
I don't even know who to use it.
And we lost the eyes. Good, great, or ass?
Ass. Can we stay right here real quick though?
Stay where?
Because once upon a time, the NFC South was considered the best division in football.
It was considered the best, but then we had the eyes. Yeah, but we had you right, but you had the eyes who came out hot talking shit. He came on headset and really said some big shit. And then from that moment, it was all about not having a quarterback. Got the quarterback, still couldn't play. Said he got busy, but Bucks been in the playoffs every year so far. Still has the Saints. No, Saints made it once. Saints made it last year. They didn't make it the year before. Panthers made it the first year. So we got 2 good teams in this division, right?
Yep.
All right. NFC East. Eagles, great, good, ass.
Oh yeah, I'm great.
All right. So Boone, you great. So what about hitter? Great, good, or ass?
He good.
Cowboys, great, good, or ass?
He ass. That nigga cheeks.
Is Shaq good or ass?
That nigga cheeks. I just said that shit. That nigga
Harold
cheeks.
Burgers. Harold Burgers, great, good, or ass?
I gotta give him. He good.
Boone said he good. Erica said he ass.
He good.
I'm just going based upon the record.
But she only going off the record. What she looking at? All right.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
But that's why I'm just letting her. This is Mr. Goodell talking shit. But I'm really going off of you because you know the players. All right. NFC West. Cardinals, great, good, or ass?
Great.
Good.
Seahawks, great, good, or ass?
Good.
49ers, dirty rat, great, good, or ass?
Ass.
Cheeks.
Rams, great, good, or ass?
Ass.
Cheeks.
I'm hearing a lot of ass coming out of that NFC. Just remember that. I'm doing this for a reason. Let's look at the Ravens. Great, good, or ass?
Good.
All right. Steelers. Great, good, or ass?
Yeah, give me okay. He good.
All right. Bengals. Great, good, or ass?
Good.
Man, I don't know. I ain't impressed with him, man. But I'll give him a good.
All right. So Kendall is the new Browns user. It was Randy at first.
Randy, stop playing.
All right.
AFC
South. Coach. Great, good, or ass?
That nigga ass.
So Boone called him ass. He won the division 2 years in a row. Jaguars,
yeah,
great, good, or ass?
He good. Jaguars ass.
Good.
She said, yeah, because she going to keep it real. She ain't going to sit here and just, oh, my baby the best. She kept it real. She know I ain't playing great football. She know that. She hear me more than y'all hear me. Yeah, Crack said, Dan, she said good for the Ravens. Yeah, but I respect that, though. So Jaguars, great, good, or ass?
He ass.
You think he ass?
Yeah.
Shoguns, great, good, or ass?
He ass.
Titans, great, good, or ass? Black.
Ass.
Black ass.
Black ass. All right, AFC East, Patriots, great, good, or ass?
Great.
Give him great.
Bills, great, good, or ass.
He good.
Jets, great, good, or ass.
He ass.
Average.
Erica said average, you said ass. Dolphins, great, good, or ass.
Ass.
But the Dolphins made the playoffs 2 years in a row.
See what
Having a
happened now,
down
though.
season this year, right?
Shit.
So look, you just said Tone can give niggas run for their money. He's good. So now what is he? Not the record. What is he? Is he good, great, or ass?
Shit. Hey, I gotta go. What have you done lately, dog? On top of what I've seen you done doing the past, shit.
Now, see what you're doing right now is is way more ass niggas in the NFC than it is the AFC. So you gotta throw a couple more ass niggas out there. But Tone been a playoff team 2 years in a row and can beat damn near everybody over there in the NFC.
But why would I say that when he won a 6-9? What happened? Did the league catch up to him?
Nah, he got some family shit going on. His grandma had to come out the hospital and shit. So, yeah, he got a couple forced losses. He got like 3 of them.
All I know is when he made the playoffs, did he make it deep into the playoffs?
Through the
He
divisional round.
good. I can't say great.
All right. So I just ran through the entire league. Now let's go to AFC West. Chiefs, great, good, or ass?
Great.
Great.
So he's 6-1, and you call him great. I'm 6-1, and I'm good.
I forgot about great. I was just doing good and ass. So I take it back. Yours is great too, because yours is 7-1, right?
6-1.
So it's great.
Do you think I'm playing great football or good football?
Fuck that. She can't recant her statement.
Said she think I'm playing average football right now. I respect that.
She went down. Shit. You went down for good.
Why am I playing average football to you?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I don't think your quarterback is playing at his full potential.
Lamar Jackson not playing at his full potential for me right now.
Ship him out.
Right. I agree with you. You hitting it right on the button. You completely hitting it on the button. That's what's up. Broncos, great, good, or ass?
He flirting with, you know what I mean, ass and good, but he good for right now.
All right, so look, 6 Oos, this is the funny thing. I've listened to people say 6 Oos had the worst roster on the game, and if he was to lead the league, it'd be hard to get somebody to take that team. But he's sitting at 5-2 right now. So remember our last real talk that we talked about 6 Oos. What did I say? I said if 6 Oos play his games, he's a playoff team. Didn't I say that?
Yeah, you said that. Remember
me saying that when you was calling him ass? So at 5-2, he's playing his playoff games right now. What do you think? Are we dealing with somebody that can interrupt the AFC side right now at 5-2 with that strong running game? You see the guys that can still run like 20 are winning ball games, bro.
Yeah, but his what's the name? Like shit, you talk about people benefiting from schedule shit. He definitely benefiting from a weak ass schedule.
All right, who he play? Tell me his schedule.
Played the Rams, beat the Rams 30-14. Lost to the Cardinals 45-14. Beat the Jags. It was a close game. That game could have went either way. 24-22.
Mm-hmm.
Lost to the Chiefs 10-28 or 28-10. He got a forced win against the Texans and 49ers. And then he won against the Chargers by 3 points. So that's playoff football. You know what I mean? Most of his wins are playoff football type wins, but he also got 2 losses and 2 forced wins. So I don't know if they just one plan or some came up, but I don't know that those could have easily been at least 1 loss.
Now, off of Erica saying I'm playing average football because my quarterback is not playing at a high level he need to be at right now, and I said I agree. But the response, this is Crack's response. Let's read it. It's impossible to use Lamar to his full potential on this disc. Not enough design QB runs, and if you run option, your opponent will key the QB every time because you know they do got a joint you can just say key quarterback when running the option. So I disagree with that though. But nah, I agree with it. It's very hard because when I want to be in a pistol more than I want to do anything else. And it becomes hard because I waste downs when I'm running the option. Because the same way you can zone fit, set your zones, you can set your run fit against it. And the moment you just key the quarterback, I'm not running read option anymore. I can't run it because now I gotta hand the ball off to the running back every single time now. So it's like almost like I might just call calls for running back. So he right though, bro. Like we still have the boom cat there that you can run, but it's not as OP as it was last year. Now And then you got a couple of quarterback powers that's pretty solid, but it's not enough. It's not. But you can be you, how you using, and be able to be successful with it, which I'm getting better at doing, taking off with him from pass plays. But I think they did a great job of making Lamar Jackson as a quarterback on this game. Like I think he's the most sporadic quarterback I've ever played with. Like this ain't the Lamar Jackson I built in real draft 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. That's not that Lamar Jackson. This is a great Lamar Jackson, but he underthrows, overthrows, mispasses all the time, yo. Like all the time. I haven't thrown a pass to my running back where I was able to catch and run without losing any integrity on speed, anything. Every catch I've thrown to the running back, he had to catch it turning around. I had to regather myself, and I'm seeing guys throwing to running backs and they just catching a stride, not never losing a step, stuff like that. So he is sporadic. Like I put air under it. You catch up to it. I throw it I fire that bitch. He throw it too far. Like but he's great. I love him as a quarterback, and I'm like getting really good with him. But I think that's right though, bro. I think exactly that's right. And then it comes down to me playing with a quarterback that's more of a runner than he is anything else. So my entire style had to change. So this is why I think I'm playing average football. Now the funny thing is that average football, I'm still a playoff team. I'm still only with 1 loss right now. I think if you go look at my schedule, boom, that schedule tough right now, bro. Like I had to win that Nano game to me in my eyes, one. And then we coming down the road, we got the Colts, division winner. We got the right after that we got the Chiefs, divisional winner. Then who we got?
Browns.
Okay, then who?
Bengals.
Okay, me and him
Panthers.
had golf. Remember, the Bengals is 1 season removed from me quitting. Remember that. So go ahead. Who else?
Panthers.
All right, so we got a new user on the Panthers that's supposed to be pretty good, but we always say pretty good until we start seeing them play. So go ahead. Who else?
Bills.
Okay, Bills beat me home run, walk-off home run 7 seconds to go last year. Go ahead.
Bengals.
Bengals, again, tough game, tough divisional game, black and blue division. Go ahead.
Steelers.
Me and him play to the wire every time. Go ahead.
And then Bucks.
And then the Bucks, playoff team. So we got a tough schedule, man. I like the schedule. I think it gets us ready to go into the playoffs like it did last year. We had a really, to us, a down year with 4 losses and then made it to the Super Bowl. So I like the playoff schedule right now. At the end of the day, bro, I think it's more AFC teams that's good than it is in the NFC. So I don't agree with you. NFC is better than the AFC.
Yeah, I think the more AFC teams that are average than NFC teams. I think like we're more so top heavy.
Yeah, but y'all bottom heavy too.
Nah, because the players that we had as ass, the motherfuckers like really fucking like. We did a 1 through 32. The motherfuckers like fucking the last fucking 6. Like our ass players. That's what.
The last 6 is y'all. NFC got the worst players in the league.
That's what I'm saying. I just said that. That's what I'm saying. I just said that. Yeah.
All right, so boom. Let's wrap this up with this. MVP is going to who?
MVP MC Hammer Daddy.
Do we see a repeat in the Super Bowl champion? Meaning, do we see the Packers win one back-to-back, or the Eagles come back and win one, or are we getting a new Super Bowl winner from the NFC, a new Super Bowl person that's playing in the Super Bowl from the NFC?
Oh no, the Eagles. This is our year again, man. It's our year. We coming back.
All right, so the AFC, Chiefs went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Eagles. Ravens went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Packers. So the NFC going to win its 3rd Super Bowl. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, I told y'all before we even started playing that the NFC was the best, man. And, hey, we got 2 bowls to prove it.
All right, so is the AFC going to have one of the same guys in the Super Bowl, or are we going to see somebody different?
I think it's out of the depending on where y'all meet up at. If y'all meet up, it's I think you'll probably make it back, man. Nano, you'll probably play Nano in the conference championship. But you'll end up beating.
I like Crack going back this year.
Nah, I don't see Crack going back, man.
I do. I like Crack going back, or I think somebody going to sneak up that we not thinking about that's going to end up playing in the AFC Championship game.
Hey, see, hey, the Packers feel my pain, man. Hey, the Packers feel my pain, dog. That's what I'm trying to tell him. But he don't hit me. You know what I mean?
The NFC got way better teams over here, but yet you can't even get a game no more over there for putting up 80 on everybody. So in the NFC, so who's really better?
That's because y'all can't put up points over there.
We can't put up points over here.
Yeah.
If we go to stats right now, team scoring. Okay, let's talk about that. Points per game in the league right now. Ready?
Yep.
No, it's passing TDs. I want points per game. I'm sorry. Here we go. Hey, y'all right. I ain't even gonna lie. We can't even lie. Cardinals averaging 51.5 points a game. Eagles averaging 46 points a game. Bucks averaging 45.3 points a game. Packers averaging 39.5 points a game. And then behind that, so you got 1, 2, 3, the first four NFC. And then you got the Bengals with 35.4, Chiefs with 35.3, Patriots with 34.7, Ravens with 34.7, Jets 34.1, Bills 33.7. We dominated. Raiders 32, Saints. Then you got Saints 31-7. And then the football team 31.5. Then we right back at it the next two, Colts, Steelers. Yeah, so like I think it's about even. Y'all do got the top four with points average right now. Stopping people. Let's see who's stopping people in defense right now. Points allowed. Chiefs, Patriots, top two. Packers, Broncos, Ravens, Cardinals, Raiders. We dominating them, stopping people too over here. So y'all ain't pitting up 70 on us. The AFC ain't getting 70s put up on them like the NFC get them consistently.
Ooh, baby. It depends on the season.
I don't think it depends on the season. I think in the first two seasons we play right now, you ain't watching nobody in the AFC get 70 points put up on them like y'all over there getting 70 put up on y'all.
No, I'm pretty sure I put up 70 on multiple people. So
I don't think you put up 70 on nobody in the AFC this disc.
I think I put up 70 something on Snake. Let's see. I think I put 70 something on Snake. And then I beat the fuck out of Crack. If I'm not mistaken, I might be.
You ain't put no 70 up on Crack in the Super Bowl. You beat him like 42-16. Oh.
I ain't say I put up 70, but I beat the fuck out of him. That's points, 40 points. When you say that y'all highest person averaging 35 points a game, and I put up 42 points on him.
Right. Yeah, but you did that. You did that, and then you came back and did. What about 6 Deuce? You put up 70 on 6 Deuce?
I think it was like 50, 60 on him. After I put up 70 on Hero Burgers.
Right. Again, 70 on the NFC team.
Let's see.
Yep.
Yeah, hold on. Well, yeah. Okay, I think I put up 70 on fucking, yeah.
I think it's safe to say this. Both conferences, all the way across the board, is a very even league. From great to good to average to ass. It's even across the board. Could you see it like that or nah?
Yeah, we can see it like that, man. But like I said, we just top heavy, man. We top heavy.
Give me 3 things you think, Boom. Give me 3 teams that you think are a couple players away from being a top tier team.
I think Udi a couple of players and changed his play style away from being a great player in the league. You know what I mean? Shit. Man, that's tough. I think that dude, man, I don't know what he's missing, but I think he can be a great player in the league. His team.
It's funny because like some of it is what he say. When he said, "I just don't like this," but he's been a playoff guy and a top 15 guy in our league since he joined us. So he made the playoffs last year. So what are we really talking about when we talk about Corey?
Man, it's probably just his Probably his attitude towards the game. I think
Yeah,
that
his
that what makes
energy.
him lose the game. A lot of
Yeah,
games, man. His attitude towards the game. He don't stay focused when he playing the game.
I agree.
And the crazy thing, man, all these in ALC teams, D West. I think if D West get a couple of players, and I think he could be deadly
Hmm.
with that boy
I
Allen.
think I think the Jets have those pieces, and he just need them to grow up.
Yeah, nah, Bill got everything he needed. He about to get
Hmm.
Clowney too. Nah, he don't
Hmm.
need shit else.
That's about to be crazy. What do you think about Six Oop's method? So the way he move, putting the team together.
Oh man, it wouldn't be me, man. I'm just not a runner, man. That shit boring as fuck to me. But hey, if it's effective for him, man, I just don't see it working for me, man, or too many people.
Can these guys that run and can't throw the ball at all, the guys that run heavy and cannot can if they can't if they like my thing is this: if you take away that run, can they do anything outside of that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you take away a run, can Nano win ball games? You take away the run.
No, nah,
Can Six
nah, he
Oops win
won't.
ball games if you take away the run?
Nah, he won't. Especially with a fucking 74 overall quarterback with fucking running traits for X Factor. Nah, hell no. Nah, bro. You can't. Six Oops would not win a playoff game. Okay, let me stop. He might win a playoff game depending on who he's playing, but I don't see him going far.
How important it is when you putting a team together to trust the process of a person that's dealing with the team themselves. Like, we call a lot of shit ass. We don't like that. I want to did this. I want to did that. How important it is to allow somebody to just whatever they see it that way. Now that don't mean because they see it that way and they want to give up dumbass draft picks or whatever the fuck they want. The shit might not get approved. I'm just saying for us to, because I mean this conversation about his roster was nobody's going to take this team if he leaves the league. Can you look at this Bronco team and see what was being said? Can you see that when you look at this roster?
Uh, the only problem, man, is there's somebody that's a passer like Udi, maybe. Like if you got somebody like him that don't really care about running the ball, I can see an issue there. But other than that, man, like he got the running backs, you know what I mean? He got
Right.
the running backs. He got an offensive line, and I
Yeah,
think the
I
defense.
learned to criticize it all I want because that's what we do as playing. And when you playing sports, you critique, you criticize, and you judge shit, right? So I will always stand by that. But what I learned was same way I look at the way I do things, and I might think I'm great at doing it. He might feel the same way. And at the end of the day, if he's not giving out forced wins or trying to tank, he's 5-2 right now, bro. Like at the end of the day,
Yeah,
he's sitting at 5-2 right now with a big win over the Chargers, who just beat the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey man, but that's just like me though, man. Like you might look at my team, and I know Falk. You know what I mean, a few people said something. I got old niggas on my team. Like I'm shit. I got about 15 players that's over 31 on my damn team right now.
That start for you.
Exactly. But that's not the way, you know what I mean? So, yeah, man. But as long as you playing games, you know what you got to do, man. Shit, fuck what everybody else talking about. As long as you can win. And I'm not saying he can't win. I'm just saying that, hey, if that person you playing stop the run, hey, your ass is grass.
Here's my problem. You get these guys like this. Mark. I'm gonna just say Mark's name, but I'm gonna go straight to these Vikings team. You had a quarterback last year that was one of the second best quarterback, if not the first quarterback in the draft. You got him up to 87 right now, right? But when you look at a roster, you could tell the guys that just hop on and play a game, hop the fuck off. And here's what it is. Just think about it. He got linebackers over here that he drafted. These guys still in the 80s. You got linemen over here that you had 16 games to work on that's still not like developing over here. Like if you look at it like that means you're not doing your training, you're not doing a lot of shit over here. And how important it is for these guys that like because what happens is they start bitching about their roster and they can't keep up with the league and you added in the draft that stuff start becoming a complaint to these type of guys like a Tata that becomes a complaint to him but at the end of the day he has the same opportunities we have. He's just not managing his team. How important it is to do your training and definitely choose the goal and understand who you training all year long. You know what I'm saying? How important to you is that?
That shit is more important than fucking actually, you know what I mean, like playing the game for me,
Right,
man.
right.
Was Hammer Daddy, like that motherfucker, all last year and some of this year, shit, he on my top. I don't care what rookie I had him to try to build his attributes and shit. And I had my lineman.
Right.
Cause I know shit, if I don't have time to throw the fucking ball, you know what I mean, shit, I can't get him the fucking ball. So,
Right.
if they ain't doing that, they just fucking sending that shit with bronze or silvers or some shit. Like, yeah, they gonna struggle.
Nah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. I enjoyed this real talk, man. Boom, thanks for the real talk, man. This AntHits the franchise guru. Remember, top 10, and it did start with the first video.
You boy got something to do. Hold on, now. They got questions, man. They said, see the information: Vikings or Bronco, who has the better team?
Vikings and Broncos. My bad. Nah, I seen Snake hop out of chat, so he great try to duck me instead of getting that because I told him I wanted to play the game. And I didn't want to be on time to play the game later tonight. That's all. So I was trying to catch his ass because you know Snake a motherfucker try to slide off and then hit me with some bullshit playing that game. So give me a second. Let me cuss him out. But I think the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings manage this team well enough. Like meaning like I think the Broncos got the better team right now put together. What do you think?
Yeah. Nah, I definitely agree with that shit though. So also,
I think if the Vikings hopped on a little bit more and did his training and everything like that, he has a better team.
I agree with you. He don't do it though, but when you don't do it, that's part of the game. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
You don't spend time on working on your players. That's your fault.
Yeah.
You can't. You might as well play online. You might as well not even play in franchise mode if you ain't gonna manage your team.
oh man, the Packers. You know what I mean? He said who the top six players.
My top 6 in this league, I will go at number 1. I still got Falk held at number 1. I like Crack at 2 right now. I like Crack at number 2. I like the Packers at 3 right now. Boone at 4. I would put me at 5. And 6, man, 6, that's hard. That's hard, bro. It's hard for me at 6. That's a hard. I would either want to go between Saints, Bucks, Nano. I even like Albert right now. That's 6 too. I don't know. That's a hard. I can't give you 6 right now.
No.
I like Albert at 6, bro.
Not at no 6 though.
I like Albert. I said I didn't say it. I said I like him at 6. I didn't say he is 6. I just said I like him at 6 though, bro.
Bill had an objection. He like, what the fuck,
Nano?
Nah.
That's what I said, Nano. But the Saints, they all in the conversation.
Yeah.
Nano,
you talking about right now?
Saints, Bucks.
Yeah, you talking right now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nano,
right
Saints, Bucks. That's what I'm saying. I can't really pick a 6. I guess if I had to go with, I think Nano could beat anybody in the league at this point right now. Like, because I think the Saints can beat anybody in the league. I think the Bucks can beat anybody in the league. I think Albert can beat anybody in the league. That's why I can't really. Saints. Yep. Yeah.
Listen. All right, so you get that's you already said your 6.
Yeah, but I said Nano at 6 though, so I'm going. Yeah, that's my 6. I'm putting Nano there, but I like the Saints, Bucks. Nah, because it's just hard. I think that pack because cause it's crazy because I think the Dolphins, I think the Bengals, I think like it's a lot of like it's crazy. Like I can't really get that.
Yeah.
Oh well, we looking at it like that. Yeah, I would put Nano in front of me right now. We looking at it like that. Like I thought he asked the question who I thought the top 6 players was.
Yeah, in the league, like yeah. So shit, I got Nano at 6. But I got Packers at 1. I got Packers like I can't put Falk at 1 when he beating Falk. You know what I mean? I got Packers at 1. I got Falk at 2. I got me at 3. I got Crack at 4, and I got you at 5. Nano at 6.
Yeah, I like Crack at 2 right now. I think I like Crack at 2. I like the Packers at 3, and I think the Packers is just. And the reason why I'm not taking away from him winning and what he's doing, I just don't. I don't know the way I see it and the way I look at things. I think Crack is a more like we came out. Oh, Crack ain't gonna better play at these Chiefs. He don't run the ball. He already dotting motherfuckers up in the pass game, and you can't move the ball on him on defense. He literally hold. I don't care who he playing. He literally holds his opponents to under 10 points a game right now. Like damn near. Like that's different. Like I think the Packers is in a division where he's gonna put up 70 on three out of the 4 people over there. He's just gonna whoop their ass all game long. And then he's the best user controller in the league. Like I like the Packers as far as I don't think his play calling is good. I think he called the same shit over and over again. And I think a lot of people benefit from that bullshit, just running the same 3 or 4 plays all game long. And I just think the game just caters to that shit. So I'm not disrespecting him. I think he's tough. I think he's a great user, but I don't think he earned enough to call him number 1 right now. I think Falk still holds that number 1 role. And I think that's because of longevity. Now, if we just going off of this league and what's been happening. I thought we wanted to know who my top 6 was. All right, yeah. Well, then top 6, you got to put the Packers in front of Falk. Yeah, I agree with that. So I still go Crack 1 though. I still like Crack at 1 and he didn't win the Super Bowl. Then I'll go Packers, you, Falk, me, Nano.
So I ain't even tripping. I only care if I'm number 1 or number 6 out of the 6. But why? Like I don't understand why Crack is 1. Crack. You know what I mean? Like, he hasn't proved anything besides he can make it to the playoffs and he can lose in the playoffs.
Falk haven't proved anything, but he can make it to the playoffs, and you got him at number 2.
Yeah, but let me see. Did Crack beat Falk? Or did they play? Did they even play?
They haven't played each other. They about to play tonight.
That's going to determine it. This is for number 2.
Yeah, but look, I just answered your question. You wanted to know how can I pick Crack at 1. Or I asked you. I said the same thing. The same way you pick Falk at 2 is why I got Crack at 1. Falk haven't won anything but a playoff games too.
Well,
I really got him at 1 in my opinion.
The way that I'm looking at it is Falk beat me in the playoffs. Crack didn't beat me in the playoffs.
Right. Yeah, but you can't go off of who you be because I might match up. Maybe I like Albert so much because I match up well with him. We struggle. I struggle when I play him. It's a high scoring game and it's close game. So, but you might blow Albert out every time you play him. So you can't people do that too much. I think they beat somebody and they think that's that. It don't. No, it's not that because everybody match up with people. No, you can't. You can't though. You really can't though.
When you giving your opinion, that's why it's
my
top 6.
Yeah. Your opinion. Now you're right. Yeah. But overall, you can't look at me. You struggle with hitter, but everybody else Crack blow hitter out every time you play him. But when you don't hitter play, it's a struggle game. He play you a little better than some people play you. Like I think that's just the hard part of it. Like I think when you're dealing with I don't know. I guess I'm an asshole because brief is brief to me. So when you brief, I just know that you're one patch away from that being over with for you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but isn't that the game though?
Yeah. Nah. But that's the game this year. Nah, the game this year is brief. Like, it's just brief. You shouldn't try to do too much. Like, because it's so inconsistent, and we love that part of the game because you might think it's bombs away. Oh my God, woo babies, and all of a sudden out of nowhere you can't throw a fucking woo baby. Then it's the short game. The short game is there for everybody. Niggas is running fucking HB screens. You couldn't run an HB screen on nobody for 3 discs straight. For like 3 discs straight. Now you can run an H-back screen and get 30 yards every time you do it. You know what I'm saying? So the game theoretically changed, but it's real football. If you really look at it, that's how real football is. It's scheme over team. But I don't think niggas that like the Packers is dominant because he's a great user, bro. Like he might be the best controller of a player in this league we have for sure. You cannot. He can do so much. Yeah, no, that's great. That's great. That's great. Nah, but then you still missing the scheme part of things. You still missing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot more to come. If that's the case, then you just play online and you just go be a top 100 player online. You're in franchise mode. You still gotta take the consideration of building the team, putting the right pieces around that team, developing that team, your scheme, and then your user also comes into a lot. Like I think a lot of my woes is because I'm not good at usering in this game yet because it took a lot of what I was good at away with just the right analog stick itself. So I think that's a lot of my struggle right now, just not being a consistent, complete control of my players right now. I think the Packers is great at that, but I just think I like Crack at 1 for me right now because I like Falk at 1, but we started talking about in this league right now, what's going on. So I like Crack at 1, and I like. See, I would pick you or Packers in front of Falk now because y'all Super Bowl winners. And then I gotta put Nano in front of everybody because he's so like it's hard. Cause so Nano undefeated. So is he the #1 player in the league right now?
Yeah, no, I'm confused. How you put Crack at #1 and then me and the Packers at 2 and 3?
Because I don't think either one of y'all better than him. That's my opinion. I don't think you're better than Crack. I don't think the Packers is better than Crack.
What makes Crack better?
I just think he's better than y'all, both of y'all.
Like I'm saying, but you gotta like determine because he clearly is not a better user than the Packers. I think the Packers are a better user on offense than me.
Crack played better. Crack played better overall defense than both of y'all, and he's a better play caller, schemer, and he get more production that way out of a complete team than both of y'all. Y'all both spam motherfucking players. Bottom line, y'all spam players and plays, and y'all just good at that. Y'all great at that actually, but I don't think that's enough.
Mr. Stretch Diddley. Like, hold on, you come on, bro. You was the main dude giving J.K. Dobbins fucking 250 carries a game a season. Like,
if you can go back to stats right now, and you seen me give my running back 250, I'll give you my first right now. Any of these years. Any of these years, you can go back. You can literally go back. Click on my guy right now. If you see 250 carries out of any of my players right now, I'll give you my first round pick right now.
Listen, I understand. Like, you were the same player that Nano was, like, for year 1, trying to run the ball. You weren't throwing the ball around. You weren't just, check down Charlie. You were trying to run, stretch left, stretch right.
So we're going to talk facts right now, right?
Hey,
right?
Be my guest.
All right, we're going to talk facts right now. Okay, I'm going to agree with you. We're going to talk facts right now. I was read option and stretch right with my running back, right? I had a rookie running back on this team. That's my first stage of development. If I develop my running back, I'm good, right? My quarterback's already developed. So let's go to year 1 right now. Stats. Let's go to year 1 stats right now. 2020, you could have got a first out of me. I gave him 259 carries for 2,081 yards, 8 touchdowns, 26. Last year, 189. Why haven't I given him the ball as much last year since I'm stretch right, stretch left like you say I am? Right now, he only got 80 carries.
You say you're trying to develop your offense with Lamar Jackson.
All right, so with that 259 carries, right? With that 259 carries, let's go. Let's talk about it. We can talk about facts right now. With that 259 carries and 2020. With Interstate 11 and Hollywood Brown in 2020, Lamar Jackson threw for 4,424 yards, 42 touchdowns, 19 picks. All right, Interstate ain't on my team, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver with over 12 touchdowns in 2020. If I gotta go to the Bengals to prove that, I will. But Hollywood Brown, stop calling me. I'll answer in a second, Mom. Give me a second. Hollywood Brown, 2020, 72 catches, 2,136 yards, 24 touchdowns. Was I stretch right, stretch left again, or was I a complete offense? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still waiting. Let me go to the Bengals and look what Interstate did for me year 1, 2020. I'm still answering your question. I'm stretch right, stretch left all game long with Big Bull, right? So Interstate 2020, 41 catches, 1,103 yards, 11 touchdowns. So I had 2,000-yard receivers, 1,000-yard running in Lamar Jackson, and a 1,000-yard and a 2,000-yard runner and a running back. That's production from 4 players.
You talk about spamming players though. You spammed Hollywood and you ran the ball. So just because you spam a different player, you still spamming players, bro. Like
I had a 2,000-yard receiver, 2,000-yard running back, 1,000-yard quarterback, 4,000-yard quarterback, and throwing the ball. Where's the spam at? Another 1,000-yard receiver. Wait, and then Duvernay damn near had 1,000 yards. So who was I spamming? A team or a player?
Can we not act like we don't play computer games in this league?
It don't matter, computer games or not. You get 2 computer games a year with Shaq alone, bro. Hello?
Hey, listen, you gotta get him out my division, dog. I told you, I don't want that man in my division.
Mom, what you say?
Every time. Every time.
Because you needed to. Because you 2 weeks early. You had to.
And putting too much attention over me, shake my head. Now I gotta actually play serious in the offs. I can't be called spam.
Mom, if you'd have went today, your scripts would have sat at the pharmacy for 2 weeks. You know that, right?
That's what I told her.
It's just productive.
All right, so what are we talking about right now?
Hey, Crack, it's the same thing though, right? It's the same thing. If it's working, why not go to it? That's like NFL.
Yeah, well,
bro.
it was changed.
Right?
If she answered the phone or she responded to me, she would have knew it was changed, but she don't pick up and answer, so that's on her. All right, I'll call you back though.
What's the difference,
I'll call you
man?
back.
This game is just like the NFL.
Yeah, I'll call you back
if you
though.
got a hot player, if you got a hot player,
no,
you gonna
I'm
stick,
just doing something right
it.
now. I'm not gonna call her. I know you don't want me. I'm not calling her. All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit, man.
But yeah, that shit the same, you know. Like I don't listen, bro. If you got Tyreek Hill and that motherfucker getting open like he was in that playoff game, shit, hell yeah, I'm doing that.
But look, we watch. Listen, here's the thing. We watched Crack go right to a Super Bowl first year and lost to you, right? All right, so look, we watched him go to a Super Bowl the first year where he threw more interceptions than he down there threw touchdowns, right? We watched him try to figure out an offense, but then you come back year 2 and got it now. Like I just think offensively and defensively, like he's definitely a top 3. Would you consider him a top 3 defensive player in this league?
Yeah, I guess you can say that. I'm just confused on how he jumped past the Packers when the Packers has a Super Bowl and he's fucking everybody up on the NFC and the AFC side, even though he just lost to Nano. You know what I mean? Like I don't get that part. And you say if Crack fucking he lost in the Super Bowl to me year 1, he went back. Well, he made it to the playoffs year 2 and still didn't win the Super Bowl. What did he really find? Did he make it to the Super Bowl?
Nah, he made it to the Super Bowl year 1. I like Crack as a whole, bro. Listen. As an overall whole, I think Crack's is one of the better players in this league right now. But I like Falk too. But y'all made me take that away because we looking at Super Bowl wins. So of course I gotta get a Super Bowl guys their credit. So all right, so the Pack. All right, so we just gonna go off of that Super Bowl winners first, of course. So the Packers is number 1 in the league because he not only did he win the Super Bowl, he pitting up 70 on niggas that won the Super Bowl. So he's the man. So that's how you want to look at it. But I don't like him as the number 1 guy in our league. I don't think he get that spot yet, in my opinion. That's just me. All right, yeah. But we're gonna give it to him. Now you're the number 2 player in the league.
Nah, I can be number 3. I can be number 3.
No. You won a Super Bowl, bro. You won a Super Bowl. You're the number 3.
It don't matter.
I'm still gonna pit Falk in front of Crack. Right, and then I'm gonna go Crack and me, and then since Nano's 7-0 this year, I'm gonna go Nano. So that'll be my joint. That's not how I really think about it, but if I gotta go off of what's going on right now,
you don't have to go. You don't have to. Well, I'm confused. How is Crack behind Falk?
What do you mean?
You had Crack number 1.
I think Crack right now is the number 1 player in the league right now. To me, so right now, overall.
How do you put Falk in front of Crack?
Yeah, because y'all made me take it away. No, so when I came back, I don't care about y'all Super Bowls. I care about what I think.
No. What I'm saying is you put Falk in front of Crack. Crack actually made it to the Super Bowl. Did Falk make it to the Super Bowl?
No, but I put Falk in front of anybody, bro. Falk's the best Madden player I ever played against, bro, or ever seen play this game, in my opinion.
Oh.
So
now you dick ride.
All right, but that's my opinion. So I can dick ride, whatever the case may be. That's my opinion, but that's why I said that. So when we first said top 6 players, that's why I put Falk at 1, because I don't think nobody in this league is better than him. Period. You don't have the resume he got, and you can't do consistently what he do right now.
You can't do.
You
cool.
can't do what he did with that Cardinals team.
Cool.
The same way he did it.
You can't do resumes in different discs because this disc is totally different from the last disc.
But we talking about somebody that's been consistently in every disc we've played so far. That's all I'm saying. But y'all took it away. Y'all said no. We talking about what's going on in this league right now. So I took Falk away. So now who I like the best is Crack right now. So it's the same way with you. Oh well, I beat this person. I beat this and that. Nah, I think he asked. Well, Crack has actually blown me out the last 2 times I played him. So to me, he's better than everybody else right now. So any way I attack that, I still got him in front of a lot of people. Now the Packers, listen, the Packers is very dangerous. I love his user game, but I don't think he's the best player in our league right now. I just don't think that. I don't think it at all. I think he's working on that though. He's working on that resume, but he's not. But if we going off Super Bowls, bro. Packers won, you 2.
So not even Super Bowls, because it goes back to a comment that you said about spamming players, bro. Like last year, Lamar had like 2,000, 3,000 yards, rushing, and then I had Hollywood with 30 touchdowns, 2,000 yards rushing. It's easy to
And then
Everybody can't spam players like
the
that.
last 5 seasons, you barely had a 1,000-yard receiver, and Lamar Jackson had 20,000 yards rushing, and
That's
couldn't even,
fine.
he came
But
out of
what
6,
about
7
this
games
year,
without
though?
not even a fucking -5 passing game like with
Listen,
him.
but you're not understanding. You say spamming players, but then first year Jalen Hurts as a rookie, what do? He had 4,000 yards passing, 51 touchdowns, and then he rushed for I forgot what he rushed for. Rushed for 1,300 yards, 20 touchdowns.
All right, so
Okay,
I guess let me say it like this: I don't think you're better than Crack right now. I just don't think you are. Because you stuck on that while I'm pitting him. I don't think the Packers is better than Crack right now. I don't think so.
Well,
I'm not better than Crack
that's
right
why,
now. I don't think
that's
so.
That's why you have opinions, but we got Super Bowls to prove it.
That's fine. You got Super Bowls to prove it, right? And that's part of franchise. Your Super Bowl came off of your GM moves you made, put your ass in the Super Bowl, right? Bottom line, put you in the Super Bowl with your skill set on how you play. You got a Super Bowl. The Packers won a Super Bowl with the same type of situation. His development of his team and the way he play as a user got him in the Super Bowl. That's fine. I got to a Super Bowl, and I'm not even playing nowhere near the level I'm supposed to be, that I know I can play at. Crack got to a Super Bowl in a year where he didn't even understand that team yet, and got to a Super Bowl. He just got there. Maybe it was because they already good teams. Ravens was already a good overall team. Chiefs was already a good overall team. I like Falk better than all y'all because I think Falk had a team like the Jets, Dolphins, Bengals. He had one of those teams like that, and look what he did with it. I don't think the Packers proved it. When he had the Bengals, what happened? Well, he proved it. Even though when it was early on and the teams were who they were, he was motherfucking splitting with y'all over there, him and Knox going at it and all that. And then all of a sudden out of nowhere it was a turnaround and he couldn't win and it was, oh, y'all cheating, look at y'all players, look at mine. Well, you're not building your team. You're giving your uncle all your first round picks, so you're not building your team. That's the first problem. Then we put him back in the league with the Eagles, an already built team, and look what he did. From that point, found out the formula and look at him now. He's getting there. He's not there yet. I don't think he's the number one player in this league, number two. But because he got a Super Bowl, I'm giving him the respect of number one right now. I'm giving you the respect of number two right now.
Hey Packers, nah, we don't want respect. Fuck that. Let's go. Hey, the Packers said he ain't get no type of respect. He said, what he say? I got killed last year for losing in the playoffs. I was so-called overrated.
Not me. I didn't kill you last year.
See.
I knew you took him lightly. I knew you came in there thinking you was gonna blow him out and ain't respect what you was dealing with in the playoffs, and that was that. Seahawks is one of the better builded teams too when you first start the league off. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just underestimated the Seahawks. He just came out, thought he was going to air him because he was airing everybody, and you forgetting the guys that you airing right now, they're not good players. They just play the game to have fun. They don't want to get 70 put up on them, 80 put up on them every week. They want to enjoy the game. No one wants to play a game and get aired. This is why you got all computer games this year, because you're not listening to me. There's more to that. But that's the problem. He came into the Seahawks. This is why you won't finish a game with Shaq right now, because y'all don't listen. Y'all think it's funny, but then I got to listen to it when y'all mad at them conceding and quitting, though.
Nah, fuck all that, because if that's going to be a rule, make it a rule. Like, if you up 50 points to whatever, you gotta run the ball.
It's not a rule. Listen, it's not a rule. Do what you do. But I can give the advice out of, look, I said to the Packers flat out, listen, bro, you have that. You at that level of play right now. You have to know who you can do it to and who you can't. You know what I'm saying? You could put up 70 on Boone, and he ain't gonna quit the game, right? You ain't gonna better continually do that to somebody that played this game, knowing he never going to the playoffs, knowing he always gonna have a top 10 pick. He only playing the game to better hang and chat with his boys and play the game to have fun. And he's not gonna consistently let you burn timeouts with 30 seconds left, 1 minute left. Because I know guys on this chat right now that ain't gonna allow that to happen without quitting the game. So you think a motherfucker that don't win at all is going to continue to sit through all that shit? Why you thinking you getting forced wins and not games right now? It's just that simple, bro.
They need to find a league there.
Yeah, but it's funny. They don't need to be in the league then, and then we don't have nobody in the league, and now we don't got. Because here's the thing: I'll play with a bunch of Marks before I play with a lot of guys in this league. That's just fact. Those guys play like Mark don't care. He don't care what. I know. I'm just saying, but you can't blame some of these guys. That's not. They already losing. They don't. They not mentioned with stats. They not. No. They just play the game to have fun. They want to enjoy the league, and then you just disrespecting them, trying to put up 100 on them every time you play them. What you think gonna happen, bro?
Man, that's fine, dog.
They not breaking a rule by giving you a first win. Don't let him play my computer either. All right, no problem, bro. That's your team. I respect that. Worst win. I'm just saying. I'm just staying fat. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do you? But I know not to do that. I could put up 70 on some of these guys. I know not to do that shit because here's the thing. While you put up 70 and MC Hammer Daddy scoring 8 touchdowns a game, when you play me, you gonna lose because your team ain't built better than mine. You're gonna lose eventually because MC Hammer Daddy gets shut. I don't think nobody else is a threat on that team to beat me. That's not saying it can't happen. You still can beat me because you're a good enough player to beat anybody in this league. But that's how I look at it. So instead of me putting up 70 and scoring 20 touchdowns with Lamar Jackson, I got 3 rookies that need to be developed right now. Let's work on these guys. So when it comes down to a game like you that I have to play, I got Boone right now. I can't throw on Gilmore. I can't throw on Slay. But that third corner is not better than my third receiver right now. That's where my mismatch at. That's where I'm going. That's why I worked on him against Mark. I worked on him against Hillburgers. I worked on him against the other ass niggas that y'all keep thinking ass. I worked on him against them, and they going to develop and play for me when your guy not. Your number 3 going to drop the ball all the time and not make big plays when he need to. Mine is. And that's the difference. That's all I'm saying. It's nothing wrong with that because that's what wins. Look, Falk dumbed his offense down to play a close game with the Packers right now. And the Packers are successful with 3 plays all game long. You can't stop it. Nano ain't doing nothing outside of 3 plays. No matter what formation he in, he running 3 plays. You can't stop it right now. It's just that's not us being asked that we can't stop it. That's the game. The game is not allowing you to do that because in real life, I'm gonna make the adjustment to stop you from running left all game long. There's no way. I can't make that adjustment on the game. I can't count on the AI and my players to do anything different. So if I ain't making a play,
all I'm saying is we can't say that certain users aren't good because they spam certain plays.
I never called y'all not good. I just didn't call y'all the best.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because everybody has the ability to do that same thing. Just because we don't, like some people don't have the user to spam that same play and run like that. Hey, that has to be a skill. That has to be acknowledged. You know what I mean? That has to be acknowledged, especially if you say that they have user game.
Falk's a passer in this league, but yet had a 2,000-yard rusher last year on purpose to show y'all exactly this. Y'all want to do corny shit and motherfucking run the same play over and over again and spam shit, I'm going to show y'all I can do it too, but I'm going to take it to a different level. I'm a 2,000-yard my running back and 1,000-yard receiver his ass too. Y'all want to play that type of game, I can do that. That's the difference, bro. That's all I'm saying.
What did that get Falk, though?
It got him to an NFC championship game. That's what that got. It took a top 5, one of the top 5 worst teams to play with, losing a divisional round year 1 to an NFC championship year 2 to might be able to get to a Super Bowl this year.
Falk has the resume that he don't get that pass, and you brought Falk up for that reason. Falk don't get that pass, man. I don't feel like Falk want that pass. Falk said himself, "Hey."
I'm not giving him a pass. I'm stating facts, bro. There's a difference between giving somebody a slideway. I'm saying he got to the Falk want to win a Super Bowl the moment he pick up the sticks, my nigga.
Okay.
Not too many people that's not like that. But you're putting words in my mouth saying I'm giving him a pass. I'm stating facts.
It's the perception.
I'm stating facts though. So I can't give Mill a pass for having one of the worst teams on the game to play with and having to deal with that shit for the first 2 seasons. I can't give him a pass. That's what you're saying? I can't say the facts is the Jets is one. But I'm not giving him a pass. I'm stating facts. Jets is ass. That team is ass. Nobody wants to play the fucking Jets. But look what he's doing with that Jets team.
Is Mill the user that Falk is?
No.
Okay then. That's exactly. That's what I'm saying. And Falk
that's why. Okay. So Mill's not now it is. Mill's not the user Falk is. But guess what? With that ass top 5, one of the top 5 ass teams in the league, Falk was a divisional winner in the playoffs, and he got to an NFC championship in the playoffs.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that.
The Cardinals, they literally only had the quarterback and the middle linebacker, the safety / middle linebacker. Who else they had over there?
He was asked because he traded his players away, and that was a choice, man. Like straight up. Like
he got rid of D. All right, he got rid of D Hop. Who else did he trade away that was important on that team?
He got rid of Pat P. He got rid of what? Did he have Chandler Jones? Some shit.
Name one person that's checking for Pat P. since Madden 17. Name one person that's been checking for Pat P.
Still play, bro.
All right,
Pat P. still play, bro. And like straight up though, but he got rid of those teams that his team was the ass team of the league, and he still made the playoffs. So I think his first year. But what I'm saying is,
that's my point exactly. That's my point exactly. T. You had the Bengals. That's my point exactly. You took the Bengals and you was over there dominating and winning divisions, winning the division, and forcing them niggas to have to deal with you, playing me to a tight game in the playoffs every year, playing Falk to a tight game in the playoffs. That's exactly what I'm saying. And then you left once you started not building it the way you're supposed to. You bounced. Man, I can't take this. You left right after I beat you in the playoffs. You and your little brother both left talking about my team too steroided out, OP, I'm cheating, all that shit. I brought you back, gave you the same team I got with those Eagles, and what you do with it. You got niggas like Jungle and them don't even want to play you no more. Oh, I can't do this shit. I'm not playing that stretch all game long. I'm not playing against stretch all game long. I'm not doing it. Super Bowl, and now you in this league doing the same thing. But it's the stepping stone. All I'm saying is I don't think you're the better player right now. You're not better than the guys that I think that's better than you right now. Resume or no resume to me mean everything. That's all I'm saying. So that's what I don't think. Boom. I don't think because you won a Super Bowl, you're a better player than me. That's just fact. I feel.
It's not about that.
You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is it's like you trying to give Falk a pass because you say,
no. See, I think you think that because I do think highly about Falk. I think but you don't think it's highly about his game that I do. I know that because that's part of our argument. That's why me and you was barely on headset at times.
I've been playing with Falk, man, longer than you. I know Falk.
No, I get it. So what I'm saying is I don't take credit away from Falk at all on what he do with this game because I've seen it. I know what he do over there. Like he's good. He's one of the better players I've ever seen play the game. That's not Dick Ryan. That's just me saying.
Let me go and knock it out. You said Falk pretty much said he was gonna run and give his running back 2,000 yards, get his running back 2,000 yards because everybody else was spamming. Plus he was still throwing the ball around. And I asked, what did that get Falk? You said the conference championship. So pretty much he balled out.
I said it got him to the conference championship.
He got him to the conference championship, but he still lost. So that don't mean that he spammed. He did the same thing everybody else was doing: stretch right, stretch left, power this, power that, and he still lost. So that should say something. He switched up his game to pretty much be like everybody, not be like everybody else, but add something else to his game, and he still lost. So what's next? What does he have to do to get over that hump now?
I'm confused on why you even saying this. Like, what we talking about right now? I'm lost. Like, I'm kind of lost.
You brought it up. You brought it up. That Falk, we were spamming plays. People were spamming plays.
No, so you stuck on the fact that I said y'all spammers, and that just rubbed you the wrong way. Bottom line, that's why we having this conversation right now. But what I mean is this. What I mean is you're brief. If you want me to be facts, this is what I'm saying. You're a brief player. Packers is a brief player. Nano is a complete brief player. Y'all brief, but y'all successful with the briefness y'all do. I don't think this is the reason why I picked Crack in front of y'all, because I think Crack is a better player than y'all, Madden player than y'all. I think he's overall better player than y'all. That's just my opinion. I think Falk's better than all of us.
Yeah, that could be your opinion, but what you said? You said Falk had to dumb down his offense to try to stick with the Packers.
No, you're saying that.
You said that.
You're saying that.
You said it in the real talk.
I said Falk. Yeah, Falk ain't gonna sit out there because listen. At the end of the day, here's the difference between the Packers and Falk right now. You want to know the difference between them two right now? The Packers, when Falk take away throwing him 7 interceptions, the Packers ain't going to put up 60 points on nobody when you take that shit away from them. But when you sitting there and a nigga not turning the ball over, if I play Nano, hold his running back to 3.5 yards a carry. He can't move the ball, can't cross the 50, can't do shit on offense. But I throw 7 interceptions in that game and give up 3 field goals and 2 touchdowns when he ain't had to go no more than 20 yards for that shit. That's the difference. So when you play, but look, I'm just saying. So instead of me spreading out and instead of Falk spreading the game out and having motherfucking what he would do regular season week 5 on niggas, he'll play a playoff game with you now.